issues.
So what has it been like preparing for a game as highly anticipated as this one?
First of all, anytime Harley comes out in a game, people are pretty stoked about it. So because this is a game that encapsulates so many different characters in one universe, people get really excited about it, always have. And I think the concept of multiverse and all sort of worlds colliding is a really big thing now. It's smart for them to do it and to keep adding characters that don't typically go together, which make it a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys saw the panel, but Rick and Morty are coming on. It's just fun to have all these characters that in their universe they never get to know each other, and here we get to kick each other's asses.
Yeah. Do you guys want to ask a question? Yeah, we'll just bounce back.
You're playing Harley Quinn for this one. Is there going to be any teasers as they add more characters? Maybe Bubbles can make an appearance?
I was saying at the panel Miss Minutes should come on. I think that'd be hilarious to have Bubbles.
Hey, y'all.
It doesn't seem that there's a limit to what they can do, but they did say at the panel they were going to keep adding characters, and someone asked for Raven, and they said that's probably definitely going to happen. Yeah.
The idea of Miss Minutes just kicking ass.
Right? 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 Hey, y'all. Sorry you're dead. Next.
Where's this guy? Hey, can we? Yes, sir. You ready to roll? Yes, sir.
With the multitude of iconic roles you've portrayed, how do you prepare to act as Harley? What's the process for Harley?
So whenever I create a character or join forces to voice a character, they sort of live in my head, and when it's their turn to come out and play, they do. And I don't really think of myself as a separate entity from them. And Harley and I have grown so much together over the years. When Harley started out, she's an abused woman. She's not her own power. She's a sidekick. And then since the Arkham City and Arkham Knight game, she's grown into her own power. And since then, there's been so many iterations where there is no Joker. She doesn't even need him. And this is just the next wave of that, of her being able to stand on her own and kick ass everywhere she goes. And for me, it's been a lifetime of preparing for this with her. We've sort of grown up together, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Since it is mainly the main point of the game is to be a two-person partnering game, is there any matchups with the current roster that is available to play that you were excited for that Harley gets to play with that you were surprised by? Or matchups?
Well, I even in the trailer when she falls in love with Taz, that's so cute. Look, Harley with anything is fun. It's fun, right? So now I want her to kick Shaggy's ass even more after the panel with Matt Lillard. But yeah, she's just fun. There's nothing like that you go, oh, I wouldn't want Harley with that character. She's just fun to be in every single universe.
That's what I was gonna ask. Who do you think your character can beat in a fight?
She can beat everybody. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, exactly.
So you said Shaggy, you're most excited for her to kick his ass.
Have you seen him? Who else? Harley. Well, it's kind of always fun concept of Harley kicking Batman's ass. That's always fun.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so. I saw I think I saw Tom and Jerry on the poster.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Beating the crap out of a cat and mouse.
Just kill that cat.
She'd want to take the cat and oh, I want to
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Give Button loose some siblings.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. So there's other franchises that obviously have crossed over before with certain events that's big like this. But compared to Harley, is there a specific other franchise that you think is interesting for one crossover?
Well, depending on the vibe of the game, there's so many cool places to go. It'd be kind of fun to see DC with Game of Thrones or something really random like that, especially if it got dark. I like a lot of that stuff dark. This is obviously a much lighter game. But yeah, it might be fun if Harley and Bubbles teamed up. That might be kind of cool. All the superhero chicks coming together would be kind of dope.
All against Miss Minutes.
What do you mean? She's the boss of everybody.
So I know this is a 1v1 game, but if you could create teams, like who would Harley's Quinn's team, like you had to choose 3 characters, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna fight with them, who would they be?
I'd say, well, I happen to be a huge fan of the Iron Giant, and the fact that he's joining this game is such a big deal, so even if it was just her and him, I'd be pretty happy. But Harley, Iron Giant, and maybe like Morty? That might be kind of fun. That might be kind of a fun team. We'd have like all the powers sort of covered.
And the banter.
Yeah.
And the banter.
Yeah.
Would be crazy. Like, if they did decide to add the characters, like say they did add Bubbles and they did add Raven,
Yeah.
what would that be like? Just to hear
Those would be a lot of sessions. We'd probably record them separately because gameplay is pretty dialogue heavy. Like, you have to do everything that they would do in that character, and then all the fighting sounds and all the death sounds and all the other things. So we'd probably go through each of them individually on a separate session, would be my guess. But yeah, it could be done. Look, I'm sometimes on DC Superhero Girls, I'm Harley and Batgirl and Raven all talking to each other at the same time. So yeah, it could be done.
We simply exist in the Tara Strong universe.
I am the multiverse.
Yes! All your characters.
That's funny.
Strong plays Melody.
Oh, she's my favorite too.
Love her.
Agreed. And she hasn't been played around at all in a while. Let's bring her back.
They posted about Undertow on the Disney thing because it's
Yeah.
Shark Week, so they posted about Undertow, and I was like, thank you, representation for the people.
There you go, there you go.
So, like, we're making a Tara Strong multiverse of madness. Who do you think, which character would kick your other character's butt?
You want me to pin my children against each other? That's what you're telling me. I'd like to think that the #1 powerhouse would be Raven. But Twilight might give her a run for her money. Because she's got magic too. All the purple people win. Bubbles is, she's hardcore. They'd probably want to fight each other if they were told that, but then they'd all sit down and like do each other's makeup and have a girls' night out. Like, I think they'd all end up being friends. Might be a bad fighting game.
Awesome.
I like that plot. Like, it starts out like they're fighting each other,
Yeah.
and it's like at the end, role play.
Yeah, some of them make out.
When it comes to preparing for voice acting for video games versus like your movies and TV shows, is there a different tactic that you think about? Like, what kind of creative say to get, especially with this game, what kind of...
So when you do like a TV show, you're usually with a full cast. Even during COVID, we're on a group Zoom. When you do video games, you're by yourself because, like I said, it's very dialogue heavy. So to get through sometimes thousands and thousands of lines, it doesn't really make sense to share the space. So it's just you for 4 hours, which can be vocally taxing, even if you're not doing 100 death sounds. So I'll usually have like 3 different drinks. I'll have like I'm vegan, so I'll have like an oat milk latte and cold water and like a Zevia, which is like my favorite soda. It's like Diet Coke without aspartame. So I'll take care of my voice because sometimes video games can be really, really taxing. There was a second part to that question.
Yes, creative say that you have for...
Yeah, we don't really have that much. The writers are pretty on it. Once in a while, I'll be like, oh, this might be more Harley to say it this way. So if something comes up that doesn't feel very Harley-esque, they'll allow me to put my own spin on it. But dialogue-wise, it's pretty set in stone before we get there.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much for saying
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Nice meeting you, girls.
If you liked that video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Subscribe to our Patreon where you get our reactions a week early, uncut before it goes to YouTube.
You can book us on Cameo, where you can make Hannah sing happy birthday. I will not be singing happy birthday.
You can ask us to say hello, a small reaction request, or make Hannah sing happy birthday.
Our merch store is now up with brand new designs coming, as well as our old designs brought to you by my Manic Episodes. Thank you for that.
Make sure to check out our OnlyFans.
Oh my god! Subscribe to our OnlyFans for a different side of fandom reactions.
And be sure to follow our Twitter and Instagram at FandomReactGirls for daily updates.